going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast, and this is episode number 48. 248. Football is back, like we said this week. We did our picks on Wednesday night there, um, and we went 1 for 1. We'll talk more about the games, but as far for picks, I didn't tell Noah this. I wanted to wait till the podcast, but no one picked the Cowboys to win.
No, I
All
think that was
30,
pretty obvious.
all 37 of us picked Eagles to win. Some people had them lower than 16, so we were tied for first, and only like 8 people chose the Chargers to win. So we are tied ninth, and I think it's a pretty solid start for us. It's gonna be a long, long weekend of games, but I think we
Yeah,
should be okay.
not bad. We still have 14 more games to go. So if we get all 14, we'll see. We do
Yeah,
have a couple of games out there, like we talked about a couple days ago. Like Steelers Jets is probably going to be a split pick for a lot of people.
Raiders,
Um,
Pats, maybe.
Colts Dolphins, like those three games are going to be key for uh, winning this week.
Yeah,
Um, and then also. Bills Ravens is probably also
the toss
one.
up.
Bears Vikings is probably another one. So
Yeah,
Packers Lions is probably another one. There's a lot of good games this week. Start off.
yeah, and sorry, something just got into my eye. But it's always fun that it comes down to like maybe Monday night, and we need a team to win. That's always exciting for us to get a chance at the money. But um, yeah, good way to start off the week. And we got plenty of headlines this week. A lot happened. So let's get into this. And we have underdog picks at the end of the episode. Hopefully.
Yes. So we should be able to hopefully have enough time at the end. But Kawhi Leonard this week was in the news. Pablo Torre did a great little investigative journalism for this NBA topic here. He came out and said that Kawhi Leonard got paid 28 million from the Clippers through a fake endorsement deal with Aspiration. Aspiration, I guess, did go bankrupt recently, and they were like their biggest investor was Steve Ballmer, who owns the Clippers, and there was a few people on there that worked with the Clippers that also got endorsement deals. Aspiration was a big endorsement uh, for the Clippers. They had like some social media posts on there that they were a part of. But I think Doc Rivers was on there. There was a couple other players on there but the one thing that came out was that they all made some sort of post. You know, like usually when you're endorsed by some company, you make a few posts
Yeah.
that they pay you
Couple
for,
retweets
or
here and there.
retweets or something. You know, wear some shirts, wear some branding,
Yeah.
something. And Kawhi never did that. The only thing that he was a part of was a post by the Clippers where he was in the picture with the aspiration on the aspiration logo on the picture of like a final score or something like that. But he never himself came out and promoted the company, and he got paid $28 million, or he was going to be paid a total of $28 million um, over the course of his contract with them. So a lot of speculation is that the Clippers circumvented the salary cap uh, using aspiration. So they're Kawhi signed a 4-year, $173 million deal with the Clippers, and it's against the NBA rules to, offer any type of money outside of this contract, like a stake in the team, or saying you're gonna get this much money if you sign with us here from this, stuff like that. And yeah, it just it came out from Pablo Torre that it's not confirmed, but it's believed that Kawhi got 28 million for signing with the Clippers. So his 4 year, $173 million contract when he first signed, um, he got the 28 million for signing with them. And apparently his uncle, his famous uncle now, who is always looking for more deals, had he been asking like the Lakers for it. I don't remember the other team that was mentioned, but he was asking them for like a stake in the like Kawhi wants a stake in the team or Kawhi wants this much
Yeah,
money outside of signing with it, and obviously that's against the NBA rules, so they didn't um, offer anything like that. But yeah, that was one of the reasons. So a lot of people are thinking that's one of the main reasons Kawhi did sign with the Clippers because it was kind of a surprise when he did sign at first, and then they got Paul George obviously when that all happened. But um,
it's a
yeah,
lot.
I thought a great story from Pablo Torre. He used to be on ESPN. I
Yeah,
don't think he's on ESPN anymore.
he does PTI on ESPN, but he's part of his podcast is part of The Athletic.
Uh,
So,
yeah, he
he
used to
has
be like
his
a full-on ESPN guy. I think he was on Around the Horn.
yeah,
Like you said, PTI a lot, and I think he did have his own show for a minute, but it's no
yeah.
longer there.
Now he has his own podcast. Pablo Torre finds out, and he found out all right. Jeez, what a story. Did you mention he had seven sources? Like, uh, that
No,
he,
but
and he
let me
had like
let me.
a audio recording from some
Oh
guy.
yeah, he did have like a whistleblower type person. They
Yeah,
had their voice changed and their um face blurred.
yeah. So, um, yeah, you know, maybe other teams are doing this as well. You know, Steve Ballmer could he's denying everything, but he could come out and say other teams are doing this. Um, but yeah, it's just a wild story. Just a random, I think Wednesday. I just said I saw the news breaking Kawhi Leonard 28 million in a fraudulent company or whatever. So
Yeah, I'm sure there's probably other teams who are probably doing some sort of scheme like this, I guess. But the players are probably doing something for like Kawhi Leonard not making any time of because if he had just made some sort of posts, this would
yeah,
have never happened. Because then it's like, oh, he's just endorsed by Aspiration. Whatever.
yeah. But they were still paying Kawhi while filing bankruptcy. So it's like,
Yeah.
why,
So
why is only Kawhi getting the money right now? So
there you go. So I mean, that's why the big thing is, the Clippers are paying him on the side through this
yeah,
to avoid the salary cap going over salary cap,
yeah.
so they can sign other players. And
The,
um,
the
a
hammer
lot of
needs
people,
to be dropped on
yeah,
them.
a lot of people are calling for picks, Kawhi Leonard suspensions, and
Fines.
Steve Ballmer, yeah, getting fined or
Yeah,
potentially even giving up the team.
yeah.
I don't think it goes as far as him giving up the team. Um, but it could get to that point, I guess. I don't think it will, but
It's
if Adam
possibility.
Silver really wants to put his foot down here,
Yeah.
which he hasn't really done in the past, and
No.
he's been more lenient than not with a lot of the stuff like this.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, a lot of people calling for 5 first round picks. Clippers don't have a first round pick for the next couple years, and people are saying they don't draft well anyways, so it doesn't matter if they lose their first round picks. Kawhi doesn't play, so it doesn't matter if he's out for a full year. Steve Ballmer has all the money in the world, so it doesn't matter how much you fine him. So it'd be
Sixth
interesting to
richest in the
see.
world.
Yeah,
Crazy.
he's like, it wouldn't matter. He's like, okay, we're gonna fine him $1 million. That's one penny to me.
Yeah.
That's what that's how much he's worth. But it'd be interesting to see how they um punish him. I guess I don't know, but discipline them with like I said, like they don't draft well. Kawhi's hurt all the time, and Steve Ballmer's sixth richest guy in the world. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, interesting story. Shout out to Paulo Torre for that. Um, we need more journalism like that in sports. That's always fun to watch. It took him 7 months, I think he said, to gather all this stuff, all the sources, come out with a story. So that's always cool to see. Um, Next football obviously started. Thursday night, we'll start off a little recap. Started off with a bang. Jalen Carter ejected in the first 6 seconds of the game for spitting on Dak. They did show a replay later on in the game that might have showed Dak starting it, but anytime you retaliate, you're more likely to get caught than the person who started it. So, tough, tough look for Jalen Carter. Obviously, when he was drafted, he was uh obviously one of the most talented players in the draft, and then he slipped for character issues. Everyone knows about his driving incident at Georgia. Don't have to go over it. But that's why he fell to the Eagles at 10. Um, but that did, I think, really change the way the game started. The Cowboys were able to just run it straight up the middle. Jalen Carter, one of the best uh,
Like
defensive
forced it.
tackles.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, he's
defensive
right
tackles,
there in the middle. Like,
especially in the run game. He gets double teamed
yeah,
during pass. I mean, he's always double teamed. He's just huge
yeah.
and so strong. And then he he just affects the game plan. But after that, after he got ejected, they Cowboys didn't have to double team anyone. They're
Javonte Williams, 2 touchdowns on my
and
bench, bro.
yeah, Javonte Williams had himself a game, um, at least in the red zone. But yeah, that really helped the Cowboys make it close because it did end up being a lot closer than everyone was really thinking. A few drops by CeeDee Lamb that really cost uh, the game, honestly. I think he had three drops, and two of them could have been touchdowns, and they lost by three. So, um,
4.
tough look for CeeDee Lamb, who lost by four. Um, and then well, I guess the biggest story other than Jalen Carter was AJ Brown. He only had one catch and he got in the fourth quarter, the like late fourth quarter.
Yeah, like with a minute 30 left of the game. Uh, yeah, tough to have Xavier Worthy and AJ Brown as your
Yeah.
starting wide receivers.
Yeah, AJ Brown, they put up on a stat on the during the game. He had never finished the game with zero catches, so they had to make sure he got one catch in there to
Yep.
keep that stat alive. But Eagles did come out on top. The Cowboys did look a lot better, I think, than most people thought they were going to look. But they still did not look that great on defense, which is obviously their their weak spot. Um, they're not getting the type of pass rush, as they've been getting with Michael Parsons, obviously, since they traded
Yeah.
him. But um, yeah, we'll see how the season goes for the Cowboys. But Eagles look pretty good, um, even with AJ Brown not having a great game. Dallas Goedert had some good catches.
Yeah.
Saquon
Jalen
Barkley looked
Hurts.
good. Jalen Hurts running the ball really well. Um, the usual
Yeah.
for
First
the
game, it's
Eagles
exactly what they
offense.
needed.
Yeah. Next was the rare Friday night football game, Chargers versus Chiefs
Brazil.
in Brazil. The Chargers did come out on top. Herbert looked great out there. He was just slinging it. Keenan Allen looked really good coming back to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Um, Hampton did not look bad. He did get stuffed a few times, but I mean, first game in the NFL, held his own out there. Najee Harris didn't really do much, and um, the Chargers offense looked like they could be something to mess with. I mean, Joe Alt had zeros across the board. The only position where zeros look good on your resume um, is offensive line. So shout
Yep.
out to Joe Alt, probably the best, if not one of the best tackles in the league already. I think it's only his second year.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, Xavier Worthy got injured this game. Um,
Unbelievable.
Pat Mahomes did look good at times. They
Yeah, I
had
think
no run game.
he had 60 yards rushing, I think, and a touchdown, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
he got most of his pass yards late in the game. But yeah, like you said, he did escape a few times. A lot of running the first two games for by quarterbacks. Um, Obviously Jalen Hurts had like two rushing touchdowns. Justin
Well,
Herbert had some big runs and Mahomes. But the Chiefs lose Xavier Worthy. They are without. um,
Rasheed
Rice,
Rice.
and now they're stuck with Hollywood Brown as their number one receiver, 31 years old. Did
I
not
did
play much last year.
I didn't know Juju was still went back to the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think he was on them last year, right?
Yeah,
And he stayed, came back.
yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be Juju Smith-Schuster and Hollywood Brown as the main two. So
What a
depending
throwback.
on depending on how long Xavier Worthy's out, we might already see the Chiefs looking for a receiver here to trade for.
Yeah.
I don't know any disgruntled receivers right now. Are there any that they could go for?
Jawan Jennings probably.
There you go. But he did sign a 1 year contract. Um, but yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see what they end up doing. But yeah, if that Xavier Worthy injury is a lot worse,
Kobe Myers. Oh, jeez.
yeah, they might have to go and get a Jacoby Myers for a seventh round pick or something. Um,
Jeez.
but yeah, look, I guess be prepared for them to add another receiver.
Yeah. Nice. Um, we're just full of big headlines this week. Caitlin Clark out for the season. Um, Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA, and the Fever did make the playoffs. They were the sixth seed. So no Caitlin Clark in the playoffs is going to be tough for ratings for the WNBA, but um, you definitely have other stars in the playoffs, but just tough to not have your the biggest star compete in the playoffs. She's been struggling with injury this season. She had a left ankle injury in the beginning that she missed time for, and now she has a groin injury that she never. She still hasn't really fully recovered yet, so they're just gonna play it safe and not have her play. Um, Other news in the WNBA, Angel Reese got her eighth technical uh, this beginning of the week. It's just like the NBA, where I think it's 16 technicals for the
Yeah.
NBA. The next one you get suspended. So Angel Reese suspended for one game, and then in the press conference, she was throwing shade at her teammates and telling management that they need to get a whole new team and that these players that they have aren't doing jack and the whole roster needs to be changed for next season. And then that prompted her to get suspended by the team for the first half of a game. So I don't know, Angel Reese. It's not a good look. Um, you're still young, second year in the league, um, and a lot of people are praising her for her me bounds and missed layups. I don't know, but yeah, not good over
Yeah.
there.
I mean, obviously, I don't think Angel Reese is a bad player, but um, and you should think if you're a player that you're the best player in the league. But obviously, I don't even think she's the best player on her team. Um,
She leads the league in
but
turnovers.
yeah, that she's very hot and cold. Like she could have a good game, get 20 rebounds, like you said, me bounds also, but she's very wild. She turns the ball over a lot. She's not very efficient from the field. Um, so she has a lot of work on. But I mean, hey, keep working. She definitely has a chance to be one of the best players. Like she obviously has the motor, she has the will. She wants to be great. So
Yeah,
um she just has some stuff to clean up. But yeah, like Chicago Sky, 10 and 31. So they've been pretty bad for the last 3 years now. Um Before drafting Angel Reese and after drafting Angel Reese, they've still stayed pretty bad. But
yeah,
um yeah, Indiana Fever, big turnaround, made the playoffs
yeah,
from the worst to the playoffs.
yeah. Next, news out of Chapel Hill. Bill Belichick did get his butt kicked. The first game versus TCU looked really good. The offense looked really good in the first drive of the game, and then gave up 48 points. So, But Bill Belichick is banning Patriots staff members from scouting at games and coming to practices. Very interesting, and is allowing all other teams, to visit at practice. But there, he's only allowing like to view the practice like 3/4 of the time. So just weird, kind of like a jab at the Patriots, but I'm sure they'll find a way to get scouts, to games. But
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it is. That's just kind of weird.
And then finally, my last topic is Mike Tyson, and Floyd Money Mayweather is gonna have a exhibition fight in 2026. Uh, Crazy. I mean, Tyson fought last year or this year versus Jake Paul in the
Yeah,
exhibition
it's last year.
match last year.
Yeah,
And then yeah, and then Floyd is gonna come out of retirement, I guess, to fight. Mayweather's 48 and Mike Tyson's 59. So I guess everyone's calling for this match. Of course, when they're in their primes, but it's just a money grab.
I think
It's
they're also in different weight classes, I'm pretty sure.
well, yeah. I mean,
I mean,
Tyson's
Floyd's
huge.
tiny. Yeah, he's like he I'm pretty sure he was boxing on the lowest weight.
Yeah. So, yeah, it should be interesting. I'll just watch the highlights. I'm not gonna pay for it.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, I think it's just people wanting to relive the great parts of boxing, obviously. And it's not going to affect anyone's record. Like Floyd's not going to lose his perfect record or whatever it is, but
Yeah.
um, if he loses somehow. But Tyson almost like there was like something that came out like he almost died last year or something during his like training. He had like some health issue,
Yeah.
and then he still boxed. So I don't know. I don't know. But hey, people are calling for it. I've never seen it, but if that's the case, then hey, they'll make some money.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Why not? What else are they doing?
I
Making
mean,
money.
yeah, they're rich. They are probably bored, and they're just like, let's just have some fun out there. Let's
Yep.
just get more money and have fun.
Exactly. Exactly. But that is it for this week of sport topics. And now, instead of playing games, we're back to
Yes,
Underdog Fantasy for the NFL, the greatest thing since sliced bread.
it's been a while since we've done one of these.
Shout out to Noah for posting on our TikTok our picks.
Yes, we're back. We're
I don't
back.
know how many views we got, but I did like all three.
Yeah, I
Just to
think we got a
boost.
couple hundred. Well, normally the first one gets the most. It gets, I think the most we've ever gotten on one is like a few thousand views on the first one, and then it kind of falls off from there. But um, they all got a couple hundred. I'm pretty sure they're pretty even this time, so
Nice.
that's good. But yeah, once we start posting more, hopefully more traction builds up again. Because that was the first one back in probably like 8 months,
Yeah.
10 months.
Week
It's been a
18
long
in the
time.
NFL.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so the underdog. Hold on, let me get it ready.
Set it up.
Yeah, so this is week one of our underdog picks here. So let's start off with probably the game everyone's looking forward to. The Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. So New Orleans Saints, obviously everyone's calling them the worst team in the league, worst defense in the league. So I went with James Conner higher than 72 and a half rush yards. It just went up from 69.5, so that one's fluctuating a lot. But um, look out for that one. I think James Conner's going to have a big day. I would even go touchdown here, probably, but it is lower money line for that one. So next, we'll go to the Another tough game to pick was Jacksonville Jaguars versus the um, Carolina Panthers. So I'll go with Brian Thomas Jr., higher than 75 and a half receiving yards. He's going to be moving around the field, a lot. And last year was Trevor Lawrence's favorite target. He was getting like 6 or 7 catches
Yeah.
a game. So I think that's a safe pick
Yeah.
for a receiver with the Jaguars. And then last but not least, I made this pick before the news came out. Um, Everyone's favorite running back in the league, Christian McCaffrey. Um, Obviously came out on the injury report with the calf just like last year, and everyone's a little scared that his Achilles is going to be hurt again. But I'm looking at all those people and saying, no, he is perfectly fine because he is on my fantasy team. And I have him going higher than 65 and a half rushing yards. I think 65 and a half is pretty good, especially if um, it goes down more if people think he isn't going to play.
Yeah.
But he kills the Seattle Seahawks when he plays. So I think this is a good line for him.
Nice. Good picks there. Looks like we're going mostly running backs here for the first week. Um, I am going to be on that trend. I'm going Alvin Kamara, opposite of the Cardinals, higher than 27 and a half receiving yards. That was fluctuating, so could be a little higher maybe. Um, but he's one of the weapons for that offense. Going to be a lot of dump downs, I think, for Spencer Rattler. So,
One of the
uh,
only weapons.
yeah, a lot of screen passes probably going to be going on there with Rattler. Next, I got Jahmyr Gibbs uh, for the Detroit Lions versus the Packers. Lions have been doing pretty well against the Packers in recent times, so I'm going to go Gibbs rushing or receiving touchdown. Another little dump down or a little flare pass to the running back should be good there. And then finally, I'm going to do J.K. Dobbins versus the Tennessee Titans. Going to go higher, 45 and a half rushing yards. Broncos have a good overall team and offensive line, so I think that number's pretty low for Dobbins there.
Yeah, and a little treat. It's at 43 and a half now.
Oh, love a good treat.
Yeah, so those picks, if you put $1, you could win 35 times your money, so $35. Or if you flex it, you can win 25 if we get all of them right and one misses. So, um, yeah, let us know what you think about these picks, and if let us know what picks you are gonna make this week, the first week back. Nice.
Cool.
I'll go
And
ahead and
that's
put
it.
now one flex, $25.
Yep, I got mine down too. But yeah, that is it for this episode. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed it. A lot of football talk, of course, carrying the podcast. It's so many things could happen in the NFL, and yeah, good to be back.
Yeah, the NFL is gonna should be a good year. We'll see how our teams do and everything, but you know,
Yeah,
just I'm just a fan.
yeah,
If my team doesn't do well, it's okay. I'm
yeah.
used to it.
Hopefully, my team makes the playoffs. It was not too fun watching the playoffs without them last year. So, um, yeah. Hopefully, everyone has a good weekend, and hopefully, their fantasy football teams win.
Yeah, well, everyone can't win, so
Yeah, and we'll have another picks video next week, and this is the schedule we're going to be on: pick video, main episode for the next 17 weeks. So,
yeah, just be on the lookout every Wednesday or every Thursday. It'll probably be posted, and the TikToks every Thursday, and then uh, just watch TikTok. I'll have the be aware of our TikTok. I'll have these pics up today, probably, if
Just
not
follow the
tomorrow
TikTok
morning.
and then you can watch all the videos. So there you go. If you haven't seen it on this video, you could just watch the whole video and you can see it before the TikToks go up. How about that?
That is true. But if you like the short version, there you go.
Yeah. All right.
If you just want to see our pics or just want to see the, you know, you don't want to hear us yap like right now we're yapping.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll end it right here.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.